we're about to get the Nintendo Switch 2 very, very soon, hopefully. And should you sell your Nintendo Switch in 2025? Because the Nintendo Switch is 8 years old and maybe you want some cash for the new Nintendo system, or you just want to opt out of Nintendo all in general. But whatever the case may be, should you sell those consoles? Now there's 3 consoles that we will be talking about today, plus the games. Now starting off with the original 2017 launch Nintendo Switch. Should you sell that bad boy? Now if you kept it this long, if you kept it from 2017 or 18 all the way to this day, I would say keep it. It's probably got some sentimental value and potentially some very cool save data on it that you won't be able to transfer to the Nintendo Switch 2 possibly. Now it's possible that you won't be able to transfer that save data, but I think you might be able to. So just keep your Nintendo Switch if you had it this long. Now, for the Nintendo Switch Lite, that is a different story because the Nintendo Switch Lite is a pretty good console. I do enjoy the Nintendo Switch Lite, but if the Nintendo Switch 2 is coming out, is there even a point on keeping that one? Because the screen's it won't be as good as the Switch 2, even though it's the same screen, but it's like bigger. It won't be as the same, and also the Switch 2 will be able to run games more better. So I would honestly say just sell the Switch Lite. If you have a Switch Lite just laying around that you haven't used in 8 months, go ahead and sell it. If you used it recently, keep it, because that is something that to pass the time until the Nintendo Switch 2 comes out, and there you go. But if you have no care about the Switch Lite, there you go. Just sell it. You could get about $100, maybe $150 for that Switch Lite. So overall, it's a pretty good selling deal. Then you can get your Nintendo Switch 2. Alright, now the Nintendo Switch OLED. Now that's a different story, because we already know that the Nintendo Switch 2 will not have an OLED display. If you care about how the games look in handheld mode, I would honestly say potentially keep it, but you could also sell it for a bit of cash if you really care about that stuff. But overall, if you are still enjoying your Nintendo Switch OLED and you just want to play those games in a nice OLED display, keep the Nintendo Switch OLED. It's really amazing. Especially if you have a Nintendo Switch of a limited edition factor. Now usually the limited edition Nintendo Switches will sell for more, especially if you have the box and everything. If you have an limited edition Switch, you can either sell it now, and there's a potential that the price won't go up anymore, which is basically never the case. You'll probably get more money for it if you have the original Let's Go Pikachu and Eevee Nintendo Switch, the Sword and Shield Switch Lite, and also pretty much it doesn't matter what, like any limited edition one, the Legend of Zelda Tears of the Kingdom Nintendo Switch OLED. Now that I would say honestly keep it, because if you want to kind of collect it, you get an OLED screen, which the Switch 2 won't have, so you'll be able to play games at a brighter setting, which honestly isn't bad. The Switch 2 will most likely upgrade them, so overall you're pretty much losing either upgraded value, like extra frames and stuff on the Switch 2, and if you keep your OLED, you get the beautiful OLED screen. So that one is a little bit more tricky. But if you don't care, you got a special edition, go ahead, sell it. If you don't care about it, you'll get probably extra money for that. Now, anyways, this is completely your decision. I made up my thing. I would honestly keep my original one, if I had them all. I would probably keep the original one and then sell the Switch Lite. And depending if I had a special edition one, I would probably keep the special edition one and get rid of the OLED. Now, for the games, should you sell your Nintendo Switch games? Now, that is a more tricky question, because we already know that the Nintendo Switch 2 will be backwards compatible, so you will be able to play all your original games on the Nintendo Switch 2. So this is really good. Then you can kind of, if you've already, especially the next console is backwards compatible, most people who haven't actually played that game will most likely just get it and then play it on the Switch 2. So overall, Now, if you don't care about replaying the games, I would say sell it. If you want to re-experience the game on a more powerful console, I would say keep it. There you go. You could sell something else. Sell the other Nintendo Switches that you don't care about. And there you go. What do you think about this? Are you going to be selling Nintendo Switches? Or are you going to be keeping your Nintendo Switches because they hold some sentimental value to you? Let me know in the comments section down below. I really appreciate you watching this video, and I hope that you enjoyed. I hope you have a fantastic day, and stay excited for the Nintendo Switch 2.